Hello and welcome again on Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we'll talk about GameStop Corporation traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name GME. Well, we did GME previously and I'm happy to see that the analysis we did worked actually, and just you can see it on previous videos at our channel. It was advised as a first entry on this level about 12. With some average down opportunities in case of price further decline, but actually it's nice to see that it did immediately grow from the advised first entry point, and now we see that from 12 we are trading at about 16.96 today we're finishing, and overall the price went up all up till 19 plus, so very nice. We're happy now. Let's see what else we can do for this stock analysis and what else opportunities are there. So now we see indeed the new channels forming here, and let's do analysis on this. So first of all, what do we see for GME is that price-wise we indeed now kind of sitting on the plateau currently, and this plateau is kind of supported from the bottom with some small volatility kind of line. You can't really call it support line, let's call it V1. So we are volatiling on it, sitting on this shoulder, and previously we had the start from previous video from S1 line. So now we have made one leg up and now waiting for next action. So what could happen now? RSI wise, we did touch actually by end of November with this dark candle the overbought area, and instead of showing actually end of the trend or being kind of evening star, it is technically but very small with respect to entire scale of the chart, but of course not small if you look in the percentage wise from the price change in this last 5-6 days trading days area. The price did decline. Now it's sitting and volatiling, flattening around V1 level, and of course the question is where it's going to go. So first of all, we need to see at moving averages because they usually speak a lot in these kind of patterns. As always, we have here three moving averages depicted. This is daily chart after trading session of today, and these are moving average 20, 50, and 200 being green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. So first of all, the red one, the moving average 200, overall, of course, it's going upwards with second derivative higher than zero, so it's going upwards with acceleration. This means that the longer term stock is still accelerating. For moving average 20 and 50, it's important to note they are far away from actually moving average 200. In that sense, the stock is vulnerable for some strong corrective moves, as we saw, for example, at 20th of October, when we saw this correction and where it was advised actually to re-enter for the stock at S1 level. So it means that also we could have these correction moves in future, and we need to be prepared for that. But overall, moving average 20 is now linearly growing, so it means that it's still positive in a sense that it's pointing upwards. It's not bending down, so it's not decelerating, but also it is not accelerating in a sense that we still need to see how it will behave. Usually what happens when moving average 20 for these kind of situations follows the price action. So when the price candles will be close to moving average 20, there will be either a jump up or a corrective move. And that's, for example, what we saw previously. Always you can see here, starting from September, like 13, we touched the moving average 20, it was a jump. We again, by beginning of October touched moving average 20, it was a jump. And then by end of October, we touched moving average 20, and instead of repulsing, it was actually correction and pierce, where the previous video was done in the middle of this correction move. And now we are all again about to form similar pattern, and we need to be preparing for it. So of course we need to be preparing for jump and also for possible supports. Therefore, it's already advised to buy within the volatility of the current candle body, let's say, of the body of the current candle. But then if the price goes high, again, if we do the jump further, if it happens, or at least we go to 90, so the previous tops, it's advised to sell here with 10% profit if we have, because this candle is quite strong and this resist line is quite strong. And the reason for that, let's call it R1, it's not only it went overbought a little bit RSI wise, but mainly the volume. So there's it means that for these high volumes, we still were not able to hold it, and we are now lower volumes trading. So if again volume increases, it's not given we might pierce it, but it also can be happening. So anyway, it will be kind of psychological level, and it's already above than 10%. So if we go there, just at least we do sell in these levels. So speaking of MACD, it's interesting to see for MACD, it did form from the last move that started by 20th of November, very nice positive wave, which is skewed to the right. And this means that here we have skewing from the right side, and this is usually a possibility for a secondary wave when you have this flattening or skewing. So secondary wave would mean another jump up. So if this is happening, and this might happen often, so again we can go higher. So we try to reach again R1 level. If not, there will be corrective move, and then we just need to be prepared for it. And speaking of corrective moves, again, it's about average down at the appropriate levels of support and appropriate technical levels. So with this having said, let's look at the technical levels of support we have here for this stock. So of course we start with these, the most obvious ones. Let's call it then, well, it will be S2, S1 level. This would be the first average down opportunity, and it's interesting because by that time it would be just sitting in the vicinity of moving average 50, this blue line, which will also catch up by that time, meaning that we will be piercing moving average 20 in case of going down and then just rebouncing, as usually it might happen from moving average 50, and also as it did happen actually for the previous move somewhere beginning of 20th of November. Again, should we pierce further, again, not given, but also this dark candle with this volume could be really like a decliner, and if this happens, then it would mean we are forming a new downwards trend here with the ceiling on the R2 level. So should this be happening, so should we decline further, then of course we need to wait for more stronger average downs and supports levels, and these would be then, let's first draw all those here. And with this having said, we can say that it will then require some, let's say, a stronger supportive actions and a stronger, let's say, patience, let's put it that way. So then we can call lines S3, S4 and S5. Not at all we go at S5, but just it's obvious line, so let's draw it. And then if this would be happening, then another entry would be somewhere S3, S4, because it will be also at the vicinity of moving average 200, but that time it will be very strong point to actually average down for GME. And here it would be advised to average down with 1-2 rule, meaning that the money you would like to play here, you can actually split in 5, and then you buy with one portion already at the current levels. If we have a confirmation of R2, meaning we go down, then you can again average down with another 2 portions at S2, S1. And if we go further, then again average down with 2 portions at S3, S4, according to the analysis provided here. This way you will have the best optimization towards price versus hedging risks and diversifying risks here. This is important for the stocks where moving average 200 is much lower than moving average 50 and 20, which usually means, technically speaking, that the stock might go very strong corrective. But overall, it can also go higher. So in this way, you will be very well prepared here for both possibilities, for both scenarios, and you can make your trade. And as always, we advise, as a technical trader, just don't be too greedy, don't wait too long. It's of course up to decide, but try to make money trading many times successfully. This way it means that if you like our analysis, look many stocks instead of trying to sit too long on one. Watch different videos. If you like the analysis, go there. As you can see, we give advice some long time in advance, so from 1 week to 5, meaning that all the videos from the channel are also valid. So if you watch them, maybe the situation discussed there is just about to happen. So you can enter, make your price targets, and then just make profit on those swings, and do it many times. This way you will really develop a strategy. Never try to become rich from one trade. You can, of course, life is a little bit a casino as well, but it doesn't mean that this is the statistical fact, so it's not that for everyone it might work. And by the way, another interesting observation here, just before we finish, there is one strong trend line here. We can see it, let's call it T1, and actually it will this momentarily coincide with moving average 20 in this level. So if we pierce it, and yeah, this makes even stronger the re-entry at S2, S1, so we might then reconfirm it anyway. And yeah, also it makes very possible already the jump as a secondary wave. So we will see. It's still more bullish than bearish, but we need to be prepared for possible average down and actually for any outcome this way we are. So this is all for GME. Good luck with it for GameStop Corporation. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel if you didn't do so already. Watch other videos, maybe you like the analysis, and make the profit with us. Thank you for watching, and see you at another episode of Stocks Advisory channel.